Hi, recording.
Recording.
Yep.
Hello, recording. So, if we recall, where last we left our heroes, you all had actually set off from Kresk on foot for the first time in Barovia. And we're starting to make your way down to... you left the horses behind because you were warned that bringing them along would probably provoke wolf attacks. Or at least
Right,
put you
and
in more
we're
danger of wolf attacks.
and we're going down here to the winery, the
winery.
vineyard. Is it the winery or is it a vineyard?
Both. They both grow the grapes and make the wine.
Okay. I suppose that's probably how it would have had to have been done in like a medieval setting.
I think a lot of vineyards were like monks. Yeah.
No, there's a vineyard in Ashland, Oregon, where I grew up as a very small child that only grew the grapes and then had them shipped to a winery that was like 400 miles north of the 400 miles north.
I don't know if America is a great way to compare.
Ashland, Oregon is the gold standard for comparisons in my life because it's the place I live. It's the place I lived the longest that wasn't the reservation.
You're only allowed to call it Oregon if it was grown in Oregon, otherwise it's just sparkling Portland.
That was the funniest shit I've ever heard you say, guys.
And no one was around to hear it.
You did, you kill Harley.
Well, okay. We can just say Karth succumbed to his injuries, I guess.
Garth died on the way back to
Hearing it early go, ow, through another person's mic.
All right.
I'm sorry, I killed Karth.
You're fine. So, we're actually gonna jump right into it. And as you all are walking,
wait.
Yeah.
I want to talk to my dragonborn friend before we leave town.
Sure.
I want to invite him to come along. No, I have a spare hireling slot right now. He's gonna have a much better job in a moment.
He goes, so his name is Boris.
Boris, the Dragonborn.
And he goes, look, I'm just a guard. You know, I stand by the gate and I shoot things with my arrow and everything, but you know, when my sister gets back from a hunting trip, if you're looking for muscles, she might be somebody you want to talk to. Say that again.
Is your sister hot, objectively speaking?
I don't. That's my sister. I don't. I mean, I don't know. And he looks at the other guards, and they're all like, "Oh yeah." They're all nodding. He's like, "Hey, you all are perverts."
Well, hold on. Are these guards also Dragonborn?
No.
I do not trust their opinion. Those are fetishists.
So those I zoned out. I was very confused. Don't worry about it. Let's keep going.
All right. Well, if you don't want to come along, I'll talk to your sister when she gets back. Just, I guess, pass along the message.
Oh yeah. No, if I'm gonna be honest with you, Karth, I really enjoy talking to you. I'm just I'm a bit of a coward. I don't want to leave the walls, if I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't.
Hey,
I've never left the walls before.
don't be mean to yourself, Boris. You protect this town. Just because you don't leave the walls doesn't mean that you aren't out here putting your life on the line. I've seen the fucking things in those woods. I watched him try to eat one of my friends. Twice. The same friend. Don't hang out with the dude Witcher. He's incredibly unlucky.
I'll note that, but also thank you. I appreciate that.
Incredibly what?
Unlucky.
Yeah, that's true. I would not hang around me either.
I wouldn't hang around me either. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if we can blame it all on luck.
Anyways, I have to go help them do something at a winery. Good luck, cousin. Stay safe.
Stay safe, cousin.
You guys know each other.
As we are leaving the town, it's kobolds, dragonborn, kind of cultural thing. We're all cousins because we all have the blood of dragons. There are some kobolds, incredibly brave ones, that call dragons like variations of like grandfather or uncle, but I don't do that because a lot of dragons don't like being associated with kobolds.
Yeah.
Can't imagine why.
It's pook. I think it's like how most humans are scared of mice. It's just like you, but small. Freaks people out.
Are mice and humans related?
I mean, they have ears and thumbs. What more do you need?
You
I mean, to
have
be fair-
ears and thumbs.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I only know one kobold, and he seems all right to me, so I don't understand.
Trust me, I am very much an outlier. The vast majority of kobolds would have probably tried to stab you in the kidney for your boots by now.
Well, then I hope you're the last kobold I meet.
Yeah. To be fair, they wouldn't wear your boots. They'd probably eat your boots.
Standing by that statement. Right, so you've talked to your friend. Are we good to go?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
All right, let's get moving then.
All right, so you all you head out. And like I said, we're gonna skim over the travel time for right now. I know it's Brovia, I know it's dangerous, but at this point, you've I would say you've traveled here enough that you've gotten the hang of it.
We've unlocked fast travel.
Hey, you've hit the mid game, so like, yeah, you've unlocked fast travel.
The random encounter table is only really dangerous if we roll above like a 90 at this point. That's the
Yeah.
90 or higher.
But didn't we talk nicely to them and then left us alone? Or are they different werewolves?
Oh, actually, you know what? It is important to note, I got this from Boris. There's more than one pack of werewolves in this place.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
wonderful.
well, like at least one of the packs is Strahd's. So
Can vampires have pet werewolves? That feels fucked up.
I mean, I mean, anyone having a pet werewolf is probably fucked up. Aren't werewolves like people most of the time?
I mean, it depends on your definition of pet. She gets it.
Okay, I will ask this. Is there anything anyone would like to do as you travel? Or are you just traveling?
I would like to keep an eye out for other werewolves just in case.
I mean, that's fair. Well, I'm assuming you're just keeping an eye out in general. But it's also the first time. So, who all did you, Irina and Ismark, have stayed behind? Who is staying behind and who is coming with? Tom is also staying behind. So, Quirk, you left Quirk in Vallaki. So really, it's kind of a group decision. Do you want Esmeralda to come?
I'm sure. I thought we invited her already.
Okay, so Esmeralda is coming along. Then the Herald, it's up to you, with Juice and an Egg being the only two left. Opto for...
No, Opto's.
Opto's coming? Okay. So Juice and an Egg.
I think I will leave Juicin where he is and give him some downtime and take Egg, because he's been spending a lot of time like looking after Egg, and I think he deserves a break.
Okay.
And give him some unofficial shore leave.
Okay, fair enough. He has to work every day to earn his keep and a place to sleep in the town, but still some manner of shore leave.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see here. So eventually, you all arrive. Here. I've moved brunch to the location. Though I assume you left brunch behind. Or did you bring the pig?
I mean, Freya's got to eat.
Did you bring brunch? Fair enough.
We brought him right in the caravan, but like, if we don't bring brunch, Freya's got to start eating people.
Yeah, this is several days, so I guess you, of all the things you're bringing, no animals but brunch. That does make travel, as I'm rolling here, a little bit more dangerous. And have you brought the suit of armor? Yeah. Okay. You just have to remember to re-up the command every morning. Fair enough. I'm just making you aware. Okay. So you've been walking, and then for about the last half mile, the road sort of became less of a road and more of a muddy trail. That sort of gradually descends. So as you are going farther south, you are also actively going down a hill. pardon me. Until you sort of reach a sort of this split in the path ahead of you. You do see a sign, like a wooden signpost at the intersection that points westward that says vineyard. Okay. So as you start walking along, you start. Go ahead. Make interesting. Make an investigation check. Looks fine as far as you know. Okay, so as you're going, it would be very funny. As you're walking along, you see that you're actually walking along the northern face of the vineyard. So to your south, you just see sort of this sort of sprawling vineyard, and then also you can see up at a distance after a few minutes of walking. You can see several large looking buildings. It Yep, and it also just as a note, for the first time since you've been here, actually, it has begun to rain. It's fairly steady, not like a pouring torrential downpour, but it is a fairly steady rain. As you're walking through, you also see sort of rope-handled half barrels that seem to be used for hauling grapes. To the north of you, you also see a large stand of trees, or a little bit north of the path. You see this stand of trees here. There. And I'm going to need perception checks. You could. No, not with the rain. This is entirely visual. Oh my god.
Would my passive 18 perception come into play in this?
No.
Okay.
This is an active check I need everyone to make. Still missing some perceptions here. That's 4 of you.
Roll those dice.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Couple folk paying attention.
let me see here. So Tyr and Walker, you both notice in the trees themselves, you notice something maybe people moving within the trees. You catch glimpses of something sort of peeking out and darting back in.
I see people.
I assume that Walker and Koth are relatively close together in the lineup.
Probably, yeah.
In which case, Walker leans down to Karth and has him tell everyone telepathically.
Can't do that anymore.
Oh shit! No, you can't. Never mind.
Sorry.
Yeah, in which case, I guess from the other side of the line of people from Tyr, Walker's like, we are being watched, and gives the nod towards the tree line.
Yeah. It looks like people.
It's people shaped.
What's happening?
One
There's
moment.
people in the trees.
Oh, where?
Walker just points at them.
Grog waves in the general direction.
How far away were they? Sorry.
Yeah, can we tell how far?
So from where you are, they're in that sort of stand of trees that I indicated earlier. So right now, probably a couple of 100 feet away.
Okay, yeah, that's. I was hoping I might be able to do like a detect whatever on them, but that's way too far away.
Mm-hmm.
How far did you say T? Sorry, I was reading something.
A couple hundred feet.
A couple hundred feet. Never mind. Then. In their direction.
Given that Walker, oh no, the range is only 30 feet. Never mind. I was going to be a bitch via thaumaturgy, but they're way too far away.
You're gonna project your voice and go boo behind them.
I'm going to project the person and go, can I help you? But they're way over the 30 feet.
Is this like a wooded area, T?
Yeah, that area, it's sort of densely wooded. You guys are out in the open next to the actual.
Because I was
vineyard.
thinking about sending Barf over to see if he could check it out.
If you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Let's send the baby Cthulhu as our welcome party. That's gonna be a good idea. I'm psyched. Let's fucking do it.
Well, I'm thinking Barf could probably fly a little bit like in the above, not necessarily like above the trees, but like in the, what is that? The canopy, I guess.
Okay. Let me see here 1 second.
I would also argue that a baby Cthulhu is a pretty accurate welcoming party. I feel like people would be less disappointed in us if we kind of led with that foot more often. Honestly, I don't get all the fucking issue. I mean, yeah, we're not hero types, but all those dudes fucking get murdered. So, like, is that a bad thing?
I mean,
Go ahead and roll me a
I
stealth
got
check for
murdered and I'm
Barf.
okay.
Barf. I mean, do I have to do that if I was just gonna use his vanish ability?
Vanishes. I don't think it turns him invisible.
Barf can use it to actually become invisible until the end of its turn.
That
I
is
thought
6
it was-
seconds of invisibility.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll roll stealth now then, and then when I get as close as possible, I'll go invisible. Stealth check. How I do that on?
If he doesn't have it as a skill, you just roll his dex.
He does. So it's 6 on the character sheet, so I'll roll the dex and then add 6 to those.
You should be able to click the skill.
Doesn't look like I can. Anyone?
Yeah, I can click the skills. I can roll insight for Gullop.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll double check that in a minute. Okay. He is stealthed. You want him to, you said
So I was gonna yeah, fly like in the canopy level to see if I can get a better idea of what they're doing over there they're preparing to ambush us or anything.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for him then.
Perception. It's wisdom.
I mean,
So
it
add
is kind of using Barf to scout ahead as it probably can't die.
add 5 to that, so 18.
18. Okay. You are so are you using the ability where you can perceive through his
Yeah.
eyes and everything? Okay. So right now you are blind to deaf at your body. You can
Mhm.
only perceive through so suddenly as Barf flies away, Tyr's eyes just go white and becomes non-responsive. But as Barf goes over, he looks down. He can't quite hear what they're saying, mostly because it doesn't look like no one's really talking. They're kind of very, very gently whispering to one another, and from the
Mhm.
canopy, it's too hard to hear over the rain. But looking down, he can see it's a larger group of people.
Mhm.
Hard, some of them in black cloaks, others just covered in different ways. You do see what appears to be a small, in the sort of the center, a small little, what looks to be very makeshift encampment. Like
Mhm.
they've literally used like what looks to be a couple of cloaks to make a tent that seems to be covering what appears to be some children.
Okay.
And those that are looking out don't look like they're preparing to attack, but they are focused on you all.
Got it. Okay. On that case, I'm going to I'll recall Barf, and I'm going to relay to the group in a quiet fashion, not very loudly, that information that they are not necessarily waiting to attack us, but it looks like they are harboring some children and keeping them safe from the weather.
Neat. We can just go then, right?
Mm.
Leave them alone, even.
I would
Perhaps we
leave them
should,
alone.
yeah, maybe we should investigate first and then see how they respond to our investigations.
What? Grog raised the hand. Why?
Well, they're not doing us any harm. Presumably, they don't want us to do them any harm. And as long as that's the status quo, I can't see it changing.
Yeah.
But
So
we
what?
could just leave them be. It's
Grog points at Walker. I don't think they're just like in the forest. Barovia is what, 2 square miles? It's allowed.
they know we can see them. Grog waved at them. Either they're gonna attack us.
Mm.
Did Tyr not just tell us
Well,
they had a camp there?
it looks like they just made camp. Yeah.
Mm.
So they may be traveling or something, but if they're not here to do us any harm.
Also,
Maybe we
again for Tyr, it was less tense and more cloaks thrown over branches.
Yeah, it wasn't like they were makeshift tents. They weren't like established adventuring tents or anything.
If we find anything that suggests that they might require our help, then we can always come back. But for now, I suggest we leave them be.
Yeah.
We could very quickly ask them if we could call out and see if they need help. If they say yes,
We
we
could
can go
send an
further.
emissary.
Yeah.
I'm going to ping on the map where in the forest they are again, just so that we're all on the same page.
Yeah, that's what
Gotcha.
I thought.
A little chocobo forest.
And it would put you guys about here. So they're on the edge of the forest, sort of here. Is where you're seeing them.
So they're here, and we're
Let's send someone relatively nice and not scary looking, which rules out Walker and the Herald.
Grog puts
sure.
a
Obviously not
finger
me.
on. Grog puts a finger on his nose, and is just like, I straight up think Tyr is the only normal person we have. Don't bring the baby. I love you.
Oh, I recalled Barf already.
It
I
might have to be.
I look around the group and I go, okay, I
I-
want to remind you all I
Grog
have a
points at Walker. She's 15 feet tall and has fingers with 9 joints each. The Herald is a suit of armor with an attitude problem. Your sister is literally a fucking vampire and looks like it. I have horns and he's a lizard.
Oh no,
I'm a very well spoken lizard. Thank you very much.
Sure.
To be fair, I feel like Karth, if Tyr doesn't want to go alone, Karth might be a good shout on the basis that he's many things, but intimidating on the from a get-go is not one of them.
Hmm. If I may put a tick in the positive section for Harold, I am traveling with what I'm told is a very cute animal, but besides that, I agree.
I will say, out of character, my intimidation skill is -1, so I am also the cutest and least
He
suspected
did the
character
cutest
of
boy.
all.
Literally the only member of the party that has never been mutated by some kind of dark power, just like chemicals.
I literally went through the Witcher trials and went, I'm just a widow guy.
I'm normal. You don't even have like white hair or anything. You just kind of got yellow eyes. Like, well,
And the only mutations I put into my character are yellow eyes and really,
hold on.
really bad skin.
Not all witchers have white hair.
oh my god, I know, but like, he looks normal. Just put in some color contacts. It's fine.
Okay,
Well,
Send Tyr and Karth.
yeah, Karth, why don't you hop on over to Apollo here and we can go check it
I
out.
want to know if Tyr doing the voice is in character or if that's just you forgetting to do a character.
Also, Tyr, you do not
Yes.
have Apollo with you.
Oh, I don't?
We left the horses, yeah.
Oh shit. Fuck.
Or it would have been much harder for you guys to get here.
That's fair. Okay, Karth, how about you hop on my shoulders and we'll go.
Sure. Karth scrambles up and sits on Tyr's shoulder.
I walk over to the tree line. I keep my hands like to my sides, not going to any weapons at all. I go, hello out there. Do you need any help? Do you require any assistance?
There's a rustling. And then a man sort of peeks out from behind one of the trees. And he looks very familiar. He looks like it's not that you've seen him before, but his features are very, very similar to. He just looks very familiar. And he goes, "What are you doing here?"
Well, we're heading to the winery, right?
Yes, we're heading to the winery.
We're heading to the winery to go investigate. And this happened to be on our path. We happened to see you. What are you doing out here?
He sort of looks at you and just kind of laughs. You're looking for the winery, huh?
Is there something funny about the winery? I don't.
Gotta keep pressing triangle on him.
Come on. Let me. Look, wave your friends over. It ain't safe to be out in the open like that.
What? Why isn't it safe? What are you afraid of?
He turns and walks into the forest.
Okay, I turn around to the group.
Well,
And,
hold on.
Cart. Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna do my rogue thing. You walk back over there to them, and then tell them to walk back over with you to give me a little bit of time to get a little sneaky.
You got it, Garth. I yell, or I talk more loudly to the guy that walked away, and he goes, "I will go tell them that it is safe and that we can approach."
He's already walked back into the woods.
Okay, I I walk over to my group and I say, "All right, everyone." He just kind of laughed when I said we were going to the winery. Don't know what that was about, but it seems safe.
It's definitely either haunted or burned down.
I thought haunted, but he just kind of laughed at me when I asked him to explain further. So
It'd be really useful to know what we're walking into ahead of time, because that gives me an opportunity to prep.
yeah, so maybe he has some information if we want to, if we would like to chat with them.
Sure. Grog just starts marching brunch in the general direction of where Tyr came back from.
Okay. While this is happening, Karth, go ahead.
Karth is going to pull the hood up on his cloak and sneak through the underbrush into the trees to see if he can hear these people talking about anything suspicious. Suspicious.
Go for it.
Sneaky sneak.
Did he roll self?
Wow. Unbelievable. Wow.
Jesus.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
So as you're stealthing in, you get a couple of feet in when the older gentleman turns and looks at you, dead into the bush where you're hiding. Goes, "You might as well come on in."
When Karth put his hood up and started to sneak away from the party, Grog pointed his thumb back and like tilted his head in like a "get a load of this guy" kind of gesture.
Karth is going to reach out of the bush to just grab like a fistful of leaves and then just eat the fistful of leaves.
Guy
No,
fucking
but
loves
leaves.
leaves, man.
That's
The classic cobalt trick.
I'm
Yeah, and then
pretty
he
sure a
goes.
bunch of them
He
are, like,
walks back into
carnivores.
walks back in.
Karth is gonna wait for the group to get close to the tree line and is just gonna stick his head out of the bush, spit up a fucking mouthful of disgusting leaves, and go, "I got caught."
We know.
We saw the
you
entire
I saw
interaction.
you.
Why? You put your hood up, which doesn't actually turn you invisible. Walked away, stood in a bush, and then when the guy pointed at you and went, "Get out of the fucking bush," you just started chewing on it like a giraffe.
In my defense, the cloak usually does turn me kind of invisible. It's supposed to change colors to match the environment I'm in.
Great. Let's go.
So you all head in. and you come into a small. There's no clearing, but the canopy here is thickest, and there's sort of several large gaps that people seem to be kind of congregating in. It is still a little wet in here, but it is much drier than being out in the rain. But yeah, you see what looks to be mostly there's a couple of these makeshift tents that are like branches that have been bent down and cloaks that have been hung over top of them, to sort of create less of a tent. From now that you're up close, it's less of a tent and more of just awnings, like something just to keep the wind out a little bit, but mostly just to keep them dry. um these people are dirty. um, they look cold and hungry. And the older man, who greeted the other two, he goes and sits on a sort of a larger root. He pulls out a pipe and just starts smoking and waits for you all. As he just kind of looks up at you all expectantly.
Can Harold go and kneel either next to him or in front of him?
Grog elbows Walker in the calf and goes, "Man, it'd be a really great time for you to know Goodberry right now, huh?"
That's a
That is-
druid spell.
not in my capacity, but I fucking wish it was.
Right?
I'm just gonna look at all of the people. They're clearly hungry. Are they sick or injured at all, or are they just in a kind of bad way?
Medicine check, please.
Okay. $26.
26. Oh yeah, multiple of them are sick, and almost all of them are at least scratched up or whatever. But you actually start to see in one of the other little areas there are some very. It looks like some people in varying states of wounded.
Walker's gonna stride in and go, "Blessings be upon this camp," and then immediately blow past anyone else to go and check on these wounded.
If anyone's arms fall off, give me a call.
You got it, buddy.
Is the old man cool with me just like rocking up next to him?
Yeah, he goes.
Yeah.
And Walker, you walk past, and he just kind of looks and goes. So y'all are here about the winery, huh?
Yes, I was sent to investigate, and somehow managed to convince my companions here to accompany me.
Who sent you?
I know the guy's name. I know it.
From the tavern.
Harold knows it. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give it to you. Make sure you're writing notes down.
I probably have it written somewhere.
I think it's Erwin at the bar.
Yes, it's Erwin.
Erwin, that was it. Yeah. Erwin of Urban of Falaki, I guess.
Yeah, as you say that, looking at this man, you all sort of vaguely recognize him. And as you're looking at him, he does look like a much older version of Erwin Matrikov. And you go, well, guess that good for nothing son of a bitch was worth something after all.
Probably not a good way to talk about your wife. None of my fucking business, huh? I'm rolling the dice on this being a father as opposed to an uncle.
You know what? Fair enough. Erwin's my boy. Name's Davian.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Harold.
Davian. Harold. Davian.
Yeah. You see, when the shipments hadn't come in, he seemed very concerned for you. Sent me and whoever was stupid enough to follow me to come and check up on you, and apparently it seems he was right to do so.
And why did he send you?
We're pretty good with trouble.
Wasn't asking
Can-
you. And he's looking dead.
Can Harold tell if this is a testing question where, like, I can tell that he knows the answer and he just wants to hear me say it, or whether he's, like, genuinely asking?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Insight. I've got a +3 in insight. A 14, okay.
You get the sense that it's like some sort of test, like there's a specific correct answer. But he is looking at, like, because you're the one who said, oh, he sent me. So he looks like it's more he's trying to, he is currently inciting you. And as you actually kind of have a look at him, he has the same sort of black cloak as a lot of them have. And he is also wearing a small little wooden raven around his neck.
Harold makes very certain to look directly at the raven, and then to look back up at him and say, "We are of common purpose, common allegiance."
Don't think I've ever met anybody quite like you, then.
Understatement.
Nor have I, and I.
Well, if you're here to help us, I'm afraid, afraid you came for nothing.
What makes you say that?
Winery's lost.
Like lost from existence or lost?
We just walked by it. It's right there.
Yeah, y'all can look out of the woods and see the winery from here. That little, so if you look on the map you're on, the little building above the W, that's the winery.
It's like literally like a 10-minute walk away.
I think he's speaking figuratively, team.
No, I was trying to make a joke, but I'm not sure about the rest of you.
It was a good joke.
I think we were literally all trying to make a joke and just end up talking over each other, which is pretty standard. Let's be real.
It's not unusual.
Well,
while he's chewing on his thought, given my medicine check and that I'm now over the wounded, do I have any idea what's wounded them?
Some of them, they're all scratched to hell. Some of them looks like some of them were like thrown through thorn, like someone picked them up and tried to like use, like in the movies where like they'll like grab a machete and cut their way through like a thick woods. Some of these people looks like someone tried to use them as if they were the machete, but instead of cutting through vines, they just repeatedly whipped them into a thorn bush.
Based on my military background and experience, can I make an educated guess?
And one or two, there are two dead here as well, and both were looked to be strangled by a rope of some kind. Just something big, thick cord.
Okay.
You need to make this.
This would be
This would be a nature or a arcana check.
22.
You know what? Unfortunately, Walker, that is a high roll. I just don't think you've come across this before. It's one of those things where there's only so much your rolls can get you if you're. Yeah, it is definitely something unnatural.
Do the injuries on them look like I would expect if someone was using like Thorn Whip the spell? Like, can I get close?
Okay, so yes. So something like it looks like these people were if you didn't know any better, you would say these people were attacked by bushes and trees.
Walker, while he's busy going like, and thinking about like how he's gonna monologue at us, Walker goes, exactly when did the plants at the winery turn against you?
So as you say that, he was literally halfway, would have been because of where it is, was halfway through his first sentence of explanation, and he turns and goes, "You're impatient. I am literally in the middle of telling you. No wonder you like my son. All right. Look, the plants didn't turn against us. But I don't know what to call them, but the blights ran us off.
Harold's going to look at the Witchers to see if that means anything to them.
Yeah. They weren't alone. There's some nature magic folk that are well, they're aligned with the master of this realm, and I guess they got tired of what we were doing.
Weird folk I have no trouble dealing with.
We escaped here, and now we can't leave.
18.
Yep.
Can I roll sleight of hand to juggle my knives?
Sure.
Cart's bored. Oh, nice. Keep the little ones entertained.
You do, in fact. All of the children seem to smile for the first
Oh,
time.
that's sick as hell.
Maybe a couple of weeks.
Walker looks at the Witcher, looks from him to the Witchers, and kind of dusts herself off and stands up, having presumably delivered whatever medical aid she can without spending a spell slot for now. And goes, I don't know a lot, huge about hunting monsters specifically, but I've done a fair amount of weed control, and I believe that fire is the answer.
I mean, it depends on how moist the plants are. It's quite
More
hard to
fire.
get, like, new growth to burn. I mean, you can do it, but like,
That's a
What
winery
is
might go up like a fucking bomb if we're not careful.
What is the winery made of? From here, does it look like a wooden structure with a thatched roof, or are we working with stone?
It's a wooden structure with a slate roof. Like it's definitely built to be more durable than a lot of the buildings around here. But there's not there's no quarry here, and even when Barovia was part of the material plane, most of the things here, other than your walls, bridges, things that had to be built with stone, most things are built with wood.
How do we feel about coaxing whatever it is outside and setting it on fire?
I would like to just interject here. You're not understanding. They're everywhere. You won't even make it to the winery.
But there's got to be like a source.
Yeah, they're robbed with the nature folk who are now residing inside the winery.
Oh, like evil druids?
Suppose so, yeah.
I mean, if there's like actual people who are controlling the plants, I mean, I could probably get in there and get this done in like 10 minutes. You might need to mop after I'm done, but
If we have if we have 10 minutes, I could send Alan on a reconnaissance.
We could send Barth, who can fly.
And is also undying.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that? Can I cast that again?
Barf stays out with you. If Barf dies, you can only do the Find Familiar spell once a day. But if you haven't done it that day, yeah, you can cast Find Familiar and resummon Barf.
I meant more of like the looking thing. Like looking through his eyes.
Yeah, whenever you have Barf out, you can do that as much as you want.
We could send Barf out.
Can we trust him to return to us with accurate information?
I look through. Well, I look through Barf's eyes, so.
Do you want to go hang out at the garden, Barf?
I'll do whatever Dad wants me to.
Wow. That is a much more obedient child than you have any right to have given birth to.
What can I say? He's my buddy.
I can kill the others if you want, Daddy.
Well, we don't need to go that far yet, but
You kill the door friends. We like grog.
I like Grog too, but
Grog
we don't
sticks
need to
both
be
fists in the
so
air. At least one of them likes me, and I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You're just doing your voice back at you. Apparently now one of the voices within Barf has taken on some weird persona of Grog.
Oh, this can only end badly.
No, I'm not sure I like this development.
It is the happiest I have been.
I'm not sure I like this development.
Grog points at the herald.
Harold just leans into Barf and says, I'm a daft little baby.
Leans forward into you and goes, "You're a daft little baby."
Oh, very good, very good.
Barf high five! Barf high five! Grog is waving their hand in the air desperately.
Oh, you get the high five.
Yeah!
He's more intelligent than I thought.
I mean, yeah. You spend all your time talking to a dog.
If he's anything, I'm pretty certain it's not a dog.
I mean,
He's definitely
part
something.
turtle and part seahorse and part walrus. It's a dog.
Mm,
It's a baby.
Fair
Be
enough.
nice to Egg.
Fair enough.
You, a
Anyway,
house
I don't,
calling it a dog.
I don't mean to break this up here, but I also want to point out you're still. I'm telling you, they're all through the vineyard, all through the house, and now that you're in here, they're not going to let you leave either. I'm afraid my son may have sent you on a fool's errand.
Wait a second. We can draw them to us. If we try and leave, they'll attack us. We don't even need to go to them. We can just progressively draw them to us in the open.
Wait, are we still
Oh,
talking
no.
about plants?
The druids are like druids are like me. They have a limited amount that they can fucking summon per day. Like this might not be
Oh.
fun, but alternatively, this might be quite a lot of fun.
I
do-
Slow.
the Witchers, druids tend not to summon twig blights. That's not how That's not how blights are made in general.
Well, in either case, we have an open field that slow-moving plant creatures will wander through, and we have a goblin with an axe that's literally on fire. Did I say an
Ryan's
axe?
a
I meant a
no.
hammer. I'm
Only
very
some
sorry.
of those things were correct. And by some, I mean one. It is on fire.
And that's the most important part.
And
I'll say I'll also look at the give you Witchers because I didn't see that you'd rolled. I will say you know that blights. There is usually a source of blights. You've heard various different rumors as to what the sources are. You know, usually it's some sort of, vaguely just with the. It's not very common knowledge, so you know that usually, unless you eradicate the source, they will keep coming.
Do we know from what he said where the original, like where they're thick, where they are thickest, like where the biggest density of them was, where the essentially where the infection started?
Well, they came from the south, and now, yeah, now they got they've taken over everything.
What
Maybe
type of creature is a twig blight? Is it like I forget, an
Ooh,
aberration
that
or
you
a...
do, that none of you are sure of.
Oh, okay.
If they came from the south, if we know we're looking for a source of them, maybe that's what we need to send Barf to look for, is where the biggest, baddest motherfucker is. And then Barf can fly higher because we're not trying to he's not trying to hear anything. We're just looking for the problem. And then we can head towards the problem.
Hmm. We might even be able to use Barf to, I don't know, like capture their attention, draw them a certain way if it's advantageous to us.
Mm-hmm. I got a fuck ton of fire spells, baby. My god is all about the sun. These fucking spells are perma prepared.
That's convenient. I cast Hit with Sword.
Don't you have branding smite?
I cast both
I
of those.
do.
I have both of
You-
those.
I cast hit with sword.
Yeah, are we going?
I'm
Yeah,
literally.
let's send Barf to do a bit of reconnaissance, see what Barf comes back with, and then make an actual plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly is your plan here? I'm a little.
We're sending Barf to.
Yeah.
But Barf on this flyover is specifically looking for the meanest, baddest motherfucker out there who might be the source of the other blights, since the witches know they come from a major blight.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. Are you just flying out in the open? Are you trying to stay hidden as best you can in the sky?
I think Tyr has BRB'd.
I think his instruction is to stay as hidden as possible because he just needs to see. He doesn't need to hear, so he can be a little higher than he was previously.
Okay. Well, gonna need a couple rolls from him then.
You've got access to the character sheet, right, Em?
Hang on. He probably should just in case. Not where you are. There is a map once you get to the actual building itself, but there's no map of that's just like vineyard or anything like that. Stealth with disadvantage because you are flying out in the open. It is raining, so just roll just neutral roll for stealth, and then it'll be perception. Perception, yeah, because y'all don't know that he's fucked up. 18. Okay. Barf in is flying around. Um. Dun, 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 dun.
Big eagle comes and snatches him out the sky.
Yeah.
Like in Starship Troopers when that one guy gets carried away with a flying bug.
So as Barf is flying over, Barf sees quite a lot of movement within the vineyard, but nothing specific. And where were you sending Barf to? Just to like show me on the map. Like what's the is Barf just flying in a direction endlessly? Like, what's the?
I
You
was gonna
said
do
till
like
you said
a
till it
circle around.
finds the biggest, baddest, whatever. But like that's a very vague. That's
I was
very
gonna
vague.
do in like the around the perimeter, and then at the end go like towards the winery.
Okay. Manages to go around the perimeter. Like I said, see a lot of shifting movement within the vines of the vineyard. But then as he circles, Barf gets a little too close to one of the windows. Um, oh god. Yeah, and there's a blast out of one of the windows. And suddenly, Tyr, you are back in your own body.
Oh fuck! Well, I think I found where a bad guy is.
Was it the one we were looking for, or did you just feel like you had to report back about that?
Well, Barf got blasted into oblivion, so I can't see anymore.
Oh. Eh,
Maybe
good
we should
plan.
have said the horse.
And you wanted the horse to be blasted into oblivion? We can't just resummon the horse.
As proven,
Oh,
Barf
yeah.
can come back, and I don't think he felt any of that. So
Well, I don't know if we can say that.
Also, I pretty much can summon him whenever.
So
Oh,
the answer to is there a strategic way to approach this is no, and straight ahead all fire.
yeah, okay.
do we know what the blight is?
Blight are a species. They are corrupted, essentially corrupted plants. Yeah, sure.
Why can you roll Barf things, but I can't? No. Yeah, I'm putting it right now.
Yeah, you just click the name of
Oh,
the skill.
there. Whoopsies. I thought it was up top at some point. Oops. Well, okay.
Oh, okay. It's an ent. It's kind of fucked up of Ents to be like, ah, yes, we are the mighty Ents. And someone's like, I'm short. And they're like, you are a blight upon us. And everyone's like, oh, that's called a blight. Good to know. Thank you. And the Ents are like, yes. And all the blights are like, man, what the fuck? Their only crime being short.
So what are y'all doing?
Has anyone got a better? Yeah, has anyone got a better idea than straight ahead, ready for
Nope.
combat?
I mean, I'm gonna straight ahead, but sneaky.
Looking towards the winery with that knowledge that we got from pre-scoping, can I see where the nearest blight is? They're eating. Hold on.
Caught me chewing. No, you can't. Even Barf couldn't see them. You could see shifting movement within the sort of between the vines, between the rain and the low light that's in Barovia in general. It might as well be nighttime out. You can't just see the nearest blight.
I mean, I don't like getting wet, but
Make
I
an
think that's
Arcana
more
check.
of a submersion thing.
I mean, to be fair, it's not real fire, so let's see.
You have no idea.
Guess we give it a go.
I'll give you this much. You know that Igni will still work because magical flame will still work. It just may not set things on fire. It'll still burn and do the initial burn.
All right, well, Harold's going to lean down to Egg and say, Egg, would you like to play with some very large sticks?
Egg.
Good.
In
All
the-
right. Now,
In
here's
the
the
Great
thing.
Woods.
Hmm?
No, go on, guys.
It was just that there are lots of them, so you can destroy as many of them as you like. You understand?
Egg.
All right, good. Let's go.
In the word of Palor, our lord, here we fucking go.
Indeed.
Give me 2 seconds to use the bathroom, then we'll get this party started.
Does Palor have any commentary on conscripting babies for warfare?
He's
I
fair.
have not asked him, but we do accept quite young adherents, so he
Palor,
thinks it's
you heard it here
really
first from the cleric, everybody. Palor loves baby war.
it's the cutest type of war. You just sick babies on each other.
Grug pats Egg on the head and just like, there you go, bud.
I was gonna say, if you take 10 minutes, Tyr can resummon Barf as well.
I mean, doesn't Tyr turn blind when he's using that skill, though? Or would the
Yeah.
cloudy eyes just like a cool magical
Barf
effect?
can talk to him though.
Yeah.
While we're spending that 10 minutes to wait, Walker's gonna set about wrapping certainly her arms and hands in extra cloth because she's trimmed a fair number of rose bushes in her life and she would quite like take reasonable protective measures.
This is what you get for using a short little baby mace.
It is a baby mace that let me check. Ah, damn, it's radiant. Okay, fair enough. Would have been really helpful for it to be fire. Radiant's pretty.
You'd have to worship a different god. But don't do that. Last time that happened, Karth got a large hole in his boobs.
Let's also be clear, I don't worship Lathander. Lathander works for my god.
Okay.
We work for the same boss.
That means they probably hate each other.
Weird.
2 seconds.
I mean, who in the world has coworkers they actually get on with?
I don't have co-work. It's not a job. It's more like an art collective. Right. Why would I
so-
need to get paid? There's no economy.
Alrighty. 1 second. As you all approach the vineyard, nothing happens.
Yeah, sure.
You all, in
We can
fact,
only hope.
get to about here. I'm going to ping on the map. Where it says ground floor, unless you're flying somehow.
We can't see the label ground floor, but presumably it's the bottom one because the well is foggy in the top one.
Mhm. Yeah, there we go.
We can. Ground floor is on the right hand side.
There is zero reason for that to be hidden. I do not understand that. Okay, so go ahead and get yourselves set up here. As you are, you guys are coming in straight across. You didn't take the path. You can walk all the way back to the path and then walk up, or you could have cut straight towards the house.
From
You're not seeing the pings?
I think you might be on the wrong layer.
Okay.
I'm just going to make this very clear. If you have people with you, you might want. This might be the first time you may want to give them a try. Just saying.
I don't believe you. I think you did all that work setting up the fucking DMPCs as combatants before the game for no reason.
How the hell do I get my token on there?
Drag and drop it. One day, Rob will teach you how to play Dungeons and Dragons.
I know how to play it, just not on Roll20. First time I ever used Roll20 was with you guys.
Okay.
How many years ago was that?
2, but this is the first time that we Now, good point.
As you approach, you suddenly hear rustling from both over here, from down this way a little bit. There's about about 60 feet from this direction that they made this map very small for no fucking reason. And up this way, you start hearing rustling from the different vegetation and vines and things. You start hearing movement. I've got the turn order counter is up. So everybody roll initiative.
No.
Don't think so.
Do I roll for egg as well?
Yes, if you have an NPC, you should be able to roll for them as well.
egg does a little better.
It's taken me a
No,
second.
maybe
Hold on.
that's.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Hold on a moment.
I think it's made my initiative 12 instead of egg. I probably should have clicked on egg first and then hit initiative.
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue. On the retainer character sheet, it is right next to armor class. I got you, buddy.
Now, before we start, I need to remember what the important thing is.
Don't die.
Oh, +3 on saving throws. That was it.
Yes.
You get +3 on your saving throws just by virtue of me being there.
If we're within 10 feet of you, right?
10, yeah, I think it's 10 feet, yeah. And if you're within 5 feet, I can use a reaction to like block incoming damage. Here it says, yeah, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by a d10 +3. So as long as you're within 5 feet of Herald, you can potentially like mitigate damage. I think the technique here might be just like throw as much long range shit as we can and just I guess let them come to
Okay.
us.
So, yeah, the door. You do have a door here.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Oh, I missed a few. Hold on. How did I miss?
I missed a few.
Whoa, hello everyone.
Let me just expand the turn order window 20 feet.
I don't mean to alarm anyone, but I think this might be why T said we should use the DM NPCs to fight.
Holy shit, you might be right.
I don't have any. I
Yeah,
tried to get a new one, and he said, no, wait for my sister.
I also want to point out, just quick to everybody, this is unchanged.
Wait, hold on. So this is the number that the module says should be here?
Yes.
What is like the does that
What?
scale per party member, or is that like what? How does that?
No, this is just it.
T, may I pretty please have just a tiny peek behind the curtain? What level should we have been when we got here?
It doesn't actually say, but you're
'Cause
supposed to
I
end the campaign at level 10.
yeah, I was just saying, because I know we're
So
actually a
somewhere
little bit at
between Somewhere between 5 and 6.
5 or 6? And I'm getting... Karth is gonna die. I'm
You're gonna be
actually
fine.
gonna... I'm
You'll
actually
be fine.
gonna die in this fight. I want you all to know that my next character is going to be an actual necromancer, and it's going to be fine.
We don't have any necromancers in the list of the list of pet NPCs, so suck it up.
Nah, it's
Yeah, I believe
fine.
Got a
you're.
necromancer.
I believe that the standard idea was to just pick up one of the NPCs.
Either way, we've rolled initiative. Freya, go!
What?
You're up.
Take your turn, Freya.
By Troy Sivan.
You have to hit first before you do martial maneuvers.
Go for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's dead. Okay. Just hits. Who we hitting? Okay. That hits.
That was hot.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Opto is up next.
Opto.
Okay, doke, let's go easy.
Opto, he's our lion. If he can't do it, we're all dying.
Funny story, he can't do shit. He can't get to anyone.
I mean, isn't he a bard?
Yeah, he doesn't have a huge amount of like. He's got a bunch of stuff that would really be helpful if other people were attacking. Hamstever, all of his attacks are melee attacks, and he has 30 feet of movement, and everyone is at least 35 feet away.
What about these
Yeah.
guys?
Oh, are they real?
Yeah, those are real.
Sick. Okay, fair enough.
Damn, there are.
I thought they were in reserve. I thought they were coming in. So he's gonna run up there. I believe he
Opto teleported.
Because he moved up on top of Freya.
Where did he go?
He tele.
I moved him down.
Okay, is more than one person moving Opto right now? What's going on here?
I don't know. I got him though. He's down there. So we're now gonna do a. I guess one target. So it's gonna be a longsword attack.
Which one?
Longsword. Straight ahead. He does not hit.
No, an 11 doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Never mind then. That's his turn.
Yep, just remember to keep his abilities in mind. He has a lot of reactions. Karth, you're up.
Nope.
Only one kind of bard gets extra attack, I think, and it's the fighter bard.
And these
So
are
I don't know if
these
guys
will
don't-
not get second attacks. They are not meant to be able to match you all in ability. They are meant to be in reserve.
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario. Karth, you're up.
Hi, I'm Karth.
Hi, Karth.
So, I am going to cunning action dash so that I can climb up this tower or whatever
Okay.
the fuck this is. I can't actually see it very much.
Arrow.
I do, however, see on the upper floor right here that there's a window.
There is.
So that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet over there. And then I have 25 additional feet of upward movement. Does that get me to the upper window?
I would say so.
Does it leave me with enough movement to open the window and get inside?
I would say it's just enough movement to get inside.
Hell yes, we are inside the upper floor.
Okay, what was that like famous piece of D&D advice? I'm trying to remember what it. I think it was like, don't.
Always split the party.
That was it.
Right, that's it. I was thinking it was something like, don't hit the Marty. And I'm like, who the fuck is the Marty? I don't.
Oh my god. And then I'm gonna lean out of the window and shoot this guy with my bow.
Go for it.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure. I have many things. Bow. Bow. Does a 26 hit?
Oh yeah.
That is 15 points of damage. And that's Karth's turn.
You don't have to.
Animated armor's up.
We broke.
Oh, look, he has a halberd.
Who put that there?
Alrighty. 16 hits. Really? The NPC thing doesn't have a roll damage. I'll have to have a look at that. 6 damage? Nope, no secret ones. You all can see them. Okay. Which twig blade is this? Hang on.
Oh. If you click the halberd's name in the chat log, it rolls damage. And also displays all of its traits.
This one here is just going to start charging towards you. This one here is going to come up here and is going to swing on Opto. Does, oh man, I rolled real low on that. Let's see. The 10 does not hit Opto, correct? Okay. That's its turn. It's going to run up. That one's going to run up. And now it's Tyr's turn.
Hello. Yeah, no. I'm gonna move over here.
You gotta get your shit in, kid. What?
Well, as I trot over, I'm gonna drink my not black blood. My full moon potion. And then I'm going to pretty much do the same thing my sister did. I'm gonna hit this guy with my sword. The guy that's right in front of me.
That definitely hits.
And I'm also expending a superiority die for sweeping attack. Hmm.
Okay, and what is sweet? Yeah, go ahead and roll your superiority dice.
Oh shit! Whoops. Is the superiority dice just the damage?
No, it's
There we go.
Okay, and so that what is what is slashing does that goes on to a different person?
Yeah, it's gonna go on to the one that's on. Who is that? Cannot see the token very well.
that's Omdo.
Just ping it.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go to the one that's on Obda. Yep. And then I will use my second attack to attack the one that's in front of me. No, I get an extra attack. Yeah.
That hits.
Cool. And then can I use sweeping attack on the extra attack?
I believe you can only spend superiority die once a turn.
Uh, superior. Martial.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I just wanted to double check.
Go for it.
Okay, so this is just the damage on the guy that I was attacking with my extra attack. Yeah, and then the sweeping attack.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
So who are those two going on to?
So here, let me ping this one and this one. Oh, that one might not be in range actually. Now that I think about it. Got it. So it was directly on it, so it's going on this one.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Next up is Esmeralda's turn. What is she doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? We are going to she doesn't see the others coming up from the side. So she is going to fire at one of them by you, Freya. And she's going to miss. And with that, she's going to start running for the door.
I'm sorry, did she just friendly fire on us? Did I understand that right? Oh, the one on you. That makes more. That makes
Yeah,
way
no,
more
she
sense.
didn't just. Yeah, no, she didn't just friendly fire at Freya. Okay, and this twig blights up. Step up here. And it is going to. This one's going to take a swipe at Tyr for killing some of its friends. Does a 17 hit Tyr?
Nope.
Well, that's its turn. But that's okay, because it's this twig blight's turn to run. 5, 10. Got a bit of a choke point over here. That's its turn. But that's okay, because it's this guy's turn to run. 10. That's okay, because it's this guy's turn. Ooh, to step
hit.
up and attack Freya. Hey, that is a 19 to hit. Okay.
Quick, Freya, use a superiority die to parry. Always
So
take
that
the
is 6
parry.
points of piercing damage, Freya. Barf's turn.
Barf! What's your movement speed, Barf? 20.
We assume Barf is flying.
Yeah.
Barf's much faster than 20 when Barf is flying. Or should be.
Oh, God. My cursor freaked out. You can go over here. Yeah. You gotta bite. I'm gonna bite that boy. I'm assuming that doesn't
9
hit.
does not hit, no.
Okay, that's fine.
Harold.
I made a mistake. Technically, that's Egg's roll. No pun intended. I rolled an 11, and then I forgot to click on Egg before I rolled for him and rolled a 12. So I think it goes Egg first, and then me with 11.
What's your dex?
My dex is 11.
They didn't tie.
No. But Harold ties with me, except I go first because my dex is 12.
Yeah.
No
Let's
question.
see, where's Egg?
Adding he's just adding do that.
Technically, Egg and what's his face? Barf go on the same turn, but it doesn't really matter. I don't. If okay, I'm gonna put this out there. If you guys share an initiative, like you roll the same initiative roll, the first turn you guys can decide who goes first, and then you just gotta stick with it.
Sounds good to me.
Unless you want to go super hard mode, and then you guys can freeform it on each turn as to which one of you goes first. But that I will make things harder because then you can plan. At that point, you get to do a little bit more like planning back and forth as to which one of us goes. Da, 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 da. I will make things slightly harder if you decide to do that.
I will go. I feel like maybe we should stick with a decision.
Tonight.
Yeah.
All right, Egg.
All right. He's gonna have me whistle at him and go, "Get him, boy!" And he's gonna move in front here. Now, if I'm here and I were to have access to, say, a 10-foot cone, would that cover this? It's not pinging. The two that are to the left and bottom of egg.
Of all the shapes they've given us, they've still not given us a fucking cone.
Yes, they have. It's in measurement.
Does that count?
It does technically touch both of them, so I would say yes.
Okay. Then, yeah, I was gonna pat him on the shell and say, "Go get him, Tiger," and he's gonna run up and hit him with steam breath. It's a 10-foot cone of extremely superheated steam, which does 4d6 fire damage if it hits. It's just
What do I have to roll?
a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
They both failed.
Oh, good. Okay, then they both take 4d6 fire damage. They both take 13 points of fire damage.
What a good boy.
As this superheated steam blasts out of Egg.
Attaboy, Egg.
Good boy.
We call him hard boiled.
All right. Next up is
Barf?
Barf went already.
Yeah.
You're a loose cannon,
technically
Barf, but you're
so
a
did
damn
both
good
of
cop.
those. Technically, so did both of those twig blights. Because it reordered the 12s. Wretched Walker, you're up.
I believe it is Barf before me.
Barf has gone already.
Oh, okay, sick. Can Karth just ping again which window he went up into?
I'm on the upper map.
Hey DM, how much of it was that one of those I'm a tiny little climbing guy kind of scaling situations?
Yes.
Is there a door that looks like those stairs go down? Is there a door at the base by any chance?
Where are you talking? Where are you asking if there's a door?
So in that case, Walker's going to start moving. And that. Sick. That means that she can see the incoming. How far away are they? "45 feet. Let us. Apologies, I thought there would be more closer to it by the time it got to my turn. I had not checked the range.
They have very tiny legs. I apologize.
Sure. Ah, okay. Sick. So we're going to use flaming sphere. If it would like to roll ever. There we go. So we're going to cast Flaming Spear, which technically I can do within 60 feet. They are only 45 feet away. I'm mostly thinking I can probably hit multiple of these as they try and come to us. And we can just wipe them rather than us going down and then we can just head to the inside. So a 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration. That duration is up to 1 minute with concentration. And creatures that end their turn within 5 feet take fire damage. I don't know if they take damage when I appear the first time.
Unless it says so, no.
Sick. Then I do absolutely no damage this turn. However, there is a big old ball of fire right there. So they can have fun with that. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet if you ram into a creature. So there we go. So with my action, I will summon it. With my bonus action, I will use it to slam into the creature immediately in front of it. The creature makes a saving throw against the sphere's damage, where presumably the saving throw is my...
It'll be your...
so it's a DC 15 saving throw, please.
14?
That's weird. The top of my spell sheet says 15.
Okay, we'll go with the top of your spell sheet then. Either way, it fails.
Sick. In which case... 9 whole points of fire damage, please. Query, because it was a ramming attack into it, does that movement carry it forward into the next square? Or do I like hit a thing and bounce? Because I'm ramming into it.
If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature makes a saving throw, and the sphere stops moving this turn.
Right, but it vanished. So does it stop in its original square or its new square?
Yeah, I think what you're asking is, does it just touch him or does it engulf him to do this damage?
Yeah, is it rolling over him Indiana Jones style, or is it just going boop?
I would say it probably would occupy the square he was in.
Sick, in which case it's going to move forward. If I can grab it.
If you're going to be using this regularly, I will get you a place.
Please find me a ball. But just for reference, it is now in the square immediately ahead of that one.
Just delete the old one and make a new one.
I would love to. I can't grab it.
Oh, well, you do that. The next one is up. This one... you can't see what it's doing. Harold, you're up.
All right. Harold is going to take 10, 15 feet of movement, and then take a double hand swing at the little twig directly below him.
Go for it.
Boop. Oh, no, wait, sorry, that was an attack roll. Longsword to hit, please. Thank you. 22 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
happy to honor the hit roll I already rolled, or I could roll again if you want.
What happened there? Did you just double click? Oh, the 7
Oh
damage?
yeah,
Yeah,
I accidentally hit
that's
damage
fine.
first.
That's fine.
Yeah, I don't want
what
to
are we
risk it
doing?
and get a lower. I'll take that, and I'll use. Let me think. I don't know how sturdy these little buggers look, but I feel like 7 damage is probably not going to be enough.
Oh no, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, then in that case, I'm just going to look at everyone around me and say, we make for the door, and then use the 15 remaining feet of my movement to make for the door.
Works for me. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Which twig are you? Don't see what that one does. Grog, you're up.
I know the Herald said make it for the door. Hang on. Who the fuck is that? Sorry, I'm zooming in very slowly. Oh, it's the living armor. Grog will go help Freya. At least then it's 3 against 3. Actually, can I even fucking make it that far? Oh, in which case, fine. I'll go inside, sure. Whatever. We.
Make
Okay,
for the door,
hold on a second.
Oh, too late.
What area is this? Okay.
Guess I'll check.
So in here, okay. The room you're in has a wooden floor, 10-foot square hole. No, that's not where you are. Where do you think this is? Game.
You know where you are. You're in the jungle, baby.
Yeah.
You're gonna die.
Sometimes I think you just make these things up.
Hang on, I think they've labeled this room wrong.
That's the opening of Welcome to the Jungle.
I only know Welcome to the Jungle.
That is that song.
Wait, what song are you guys talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's it. No, that's the entirety of the song that I know. It was just the line
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
Okay, here we go. No, sorry about that. They mislabeled the room. So the window in the south wall emits some dim light to enter the room. Wine bottles. It seems that this is where the wine bottles are made. There's a lot of glass blowing tools. There's a wooden rack full of looks like fresh black glass bottles. So made in the last, like unused, not fresh, but unused glass bottles along the south wall. There's a hearth built in the southwestern corner and a barrel of sand standing next to it. A staircase descends underground, and between it, Between it and the rack of bottles, there stands what seems to be a barred door.
That's handy. We've got a bard.
I was gonna say.
So this door in front of me is barred.
Yes.
Can I smash it? His name's Apto.
Go
Can I
for
smash it? I roll smash.
27 hits.
Yay. I hit it.
Yeah, no, you absolutely demolished that door.
I bet the villagers later gonna be like, that was our favorite doors. But shh. Don't worry about it.
Build you a new one.
And that's probably your movement and your action. Do you have a bonus action?
Like I do, but I don't know. I just punched a door and I can't move, so like, I'll have my
Okay.
turn. It's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, next up are
I just thought it was something funny for Tyr.
That's nice.
Tyr, short for Tyrannosaurus Rex.
all right. The last one on the other side is going to disappear as you're not able to discern what it's up to. However, the other two that are up here are going to move in and attack Freya together. There. Okay. 14 to hit Freya. 15 to
No.
hit. Okay. Neither of them hit. And as we reach the top of the round, one moment. This is where we will do sort of a dramatic end cliffhanger, because as we reach the top of the round, more arrive.
That's
Coming in
fine.
this
More
time
are
from
coming.
behind you, and more from the north as well.
Where were you when the north wall fell? Westfold fell. Whatever the line is.
I was apparently
Those are-
inside doing some interior decorating. I don't know about you guys.
So, that is where we will leave it, because it is getting late over here, and we will
Yes.
pick up right where we will pick up right here. With Freya,
Boy, oh
you
boy.
go, and I'll roll the new people into initiative, but they're going to get group initiatives now, so to make it a little easier on my end.
Initiatives.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, everyone.
We've survived so far.
I
1/8.
don't we
1/12.
know that.
They're 1/8. They're 1/8. That's why there's a lot of them.
Bullying them. You're being so mean to them. What have they ever done?
Yeah,
to you?
but it's a death by 1,000 cuts. There's what? 3, 6.
There's no point. Listen, there's no point trying to. It's lost. We should just leave now.
I don't
There-
know
you do
if
realize
bragging about how easy
Yeah.
the session is at the end of the session.
Yeah,
when
of
the
course.
DM
You don't
has
brag at the
an
beginning.
entire week to plan the next session.
I also want to point out, if you're going, oh my god, it's lost, da da da. Remember, the lowest these guys can roll is 2-shotting a normal person.
No, 100%. But they still looked at us and went, "Nah, you heavily armored, like well weaponed, well outfitted group of adventurers. There is no point you trying. I understand them not trying, but then be like, no, you guys probably.
Aren't they like aren't they constructs? We're assuming they're smart enough to be able to look at everyone and be like, I think I could take them, and not just like, yes, master.
No, I was talking about the guys out in the forest. Also, I just realized that like if it wasn't D&D, the answer to this would have been to get the duct tape out, duct tape Harold into his armor like the world's most complete anti Rosebush outfit, and just send him in with a set of tuning shoes and wait for it to be over. It's like, oh
I was gonna
no,
suggest
not
it
very
actually.
small thorns against plate metal.
I was gonna suggest that actually just sending him out.
Hubris coming from. This is an awful lot of hubris. I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you
Humor.
are all sat. We got through one single round of combat. One round of combat, and you're all like, this fight. This is so stupid.
Listen,
Like,
if we can't shit talk sometime.
Nothing. DM has
Here's
nothing up their sleeve at all.
No, here's the thing. We get to
We
shit
haven't even seen
when the
inside the
going's good.
fucking house yet.
We get to shit talk when the going's good because there's too much screaming when the going's bad.
I mean, rest in peace to everyone killed by the gods for their hubris, but I'm different and better, maybe even better than the gods.
I choose to believe that there may be more to this fight than the single round of combat has revealed.
No, there's going to be like
there's gonna be
a big happy in the second floor.
non-hubristic, braggadocious kind of way.
There's going to be a big baddie on the second floor that's going to take everything we have. It's going to take all of us. And it's going to kill us.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, there's a solid chance that we die next session. Though I would argue not second floor. This is giving me basement kind of vibes.
It literally has a downstairs, but the downstairs is not locked. There was the lock door, which I have just broken down, and that's where all the black stuff is. Is there even like a down? Okay, there's a downstairs section on the map. So
There's a downstairs
there, but like, listen. You also don't get to sit for 5 minutes and be like, this fight was easy. Meh, and then be like, oh no, but we are all definitely gonna die. Like, I think the DM will remember the bit where you guys were like, this fight was like, it's not, they're not a baby or a cat. They have object permanence.
No, we were saying we did well.
You would literally, like, what is the challenge rating for these guys? I feel like it's less than 1. We don't get XP.
Or milestone, it doesn't matter.
Don't try and weasel.
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. This is wild.
Before you all leave, I need to tell you about a recent bullshit thing that happened.
No.
It turns out that when the Tesla Cybertruck trunk
is on my own blog. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Al. I will listen shortly. I did not hear about this.
When the Tesla Cybertruck trunk closes and encounters resistance, it responds by trying to close even harder.
Oh yeah,
it's when it meets multiple resistances. I would also like to point out in my edition before I leave that a Cybertruck owner is locked into owning that Cybertruck for 1 year, and they have to ask Tesla for permission to sell it on. So there's that. I'm gonna leave you with that fucking thought.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Next week will be fun.